I hope that clicking sound doesn't go so much in our video, but it might very well do that. But it's on now, dude. We're live. How you doing, man?
You know what? I have a better answer than the first time we fucked this up. I got some new wheels, right?
Yeah, you look
half the man I used to be.
Right now. You were literally half the man you used to be. You when I saw you the other day, I was like, because I hadn't seen you in a while. Because you and I both took a year off of socializing and talking to people and just doing anything with anybody.
Yeah,
and it was wild to see you the way you look now. You look insane.
I was thinking on the way in here, like, I know we're gonna have to address me.
Yeah.
But how do I say it? Because people, when they see me now, they're like, "Are you on drugs?" Or like, "Are you sick?"
Oh, dude, I thought you had AIDS. I was like, "There's no way."
Why did you go straight for AIDS?
Because you got AIDS face, man. Like, I was like, "No, bro,
but
what's going on here?"
I don't participate in any of the routes to AIDS, like
hey, man,
intravenous drug use. Does everybody else think that?
I mean, I'm not gonna say they don't, but they very well may.
The thing that I should say, because I don't get on social media as much, and this whole process started like the end of 2020, I think.
Yeah.
So 2021 is when I got the pre-diabetes diagnosis.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't do shit about it. I just kept on keeping on.
Mm-hmm.
I did start exercising a little bit, but I had at one point, man, I got an infection in my foot and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, it was getting real.
Yeah.
So
like, diabetes gonna take my foot.
Yeah, but so I started doing. I swapped doctors for one thing, but yeah, man, I started really working on it, and this has been a 4 or 5 year process. And the problem is with me on social media and taking breaks and stuff is it's kind of like Punta Tony Phil.
Yeah.
I only come out every once in a while when I'm on stage, or now I got this too icky. I've looked at the camera, I've broken the seal.
Oh yeah,
my bad.
It's hard not to do.
But yeah,
I'm gonna do it all the time.
It's been a long process, but now I'm finally at a point where I'm happy with the results.
That's good, man.
Feel good.
And what was funny was that I went through training about a little over a year ago, and I lost a ton of weight when I did that. And then I got out and instantly got fat again.
See, I think once you reach a certain, like, my biggest fear now is going back. So my fear keeps me moving, motivated.
Yeah.
So I don't do anything extreme. I just have this stupid thing I bought. It's not stupid. It's magical. It's the resistance band thing.
Yeah.
And I shut it in my front door. And I do all these little twist exercises.
Okay.
And it keeps me fresh.
Well, and it was not only that, but you had, and we'll get it. We'll start the show in a minute. Like, you also had a serious injury pop up.
Oh, hell yeah!
We need to get. There's a lot we've got to cover. We haven't sat down and fully. We recorded once, but technically we haven't had
since the heart attack
show. Yeah, well, we recorded the heart attack show, but we haven't had a broadcasted episode of our podcast in over 2 years. So with this kind of coming back, it's pretty significant, man.
Well, luckily we both have ADD and just forget.
That's true. And you might have AIDS.
No, I've had a lot of blood work done.
All right, man. Well, let's start the show up. Nope, I'm still fucking it up.
You said what?
We're on something different now. We're on new technology versus this old technology now, man. So
our intro is already.
We're. It's hard not to when you can't hear the music. I'm gonna get that fixed. I promise you.
Well, I'm doing it live because the headphones are messing with me because I listen to my voice too much, so I couldn't hear the music anyway.
Okay, fair enough.
I think you did a fantastic job, Mr. Moss.
Oh, I appreciate it. I really do, man. Coming from you, that means a lot because you set up all this shit all the time for.
I do. Plugging and unplugging.
You do.
But it's just great, dude.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Well, you want to start with my thing or start with your thing?
They're both good things.
They are both good things, but I think we should start with your thing. Your thing was pretty wild.
Okay. So, man, that can start as far back as the whole diabetes thing too, probably earlier.
Yeah.
Because up until I found out about this thing, I'm gonna wait for like a big reveal.
Okay.
So until I found out about this thing, I thought everybody had I had this thing where I could look down and it would feel like my feet were filling up with hot water. Oh. I know that sounds nuts, but
yeah, fun fact, not everybody.
I thought, hey man, everybody's like, and when I would lay down, I would have like shooting pains in my legs, blah blah blah. But it was never enough. It was just kind of uncomfortable. It was never enough for me to get it seen about. And I had asked a couple times about it, and they were like, well, they took some x-rays, didn't see anything. But it all started in October. I was working a big job, and I woke up one day. This is over a period of about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And my whole bottom half was just numb. Like, just poked myself on. I couldn't feel shit.
That's wild.
Yeah. So, but this job that I was working was it was a high profile job. And I can't say what it is because it's still within the statute of limitations. Yeah. So, but anyway, I just kept going, which I should not have done. And like I said, it started about 2 weeks in, and by the time I actually went to the doctor, it was from chest down. Yeah. No feeling. I lost the use of my hands. Dude, like I couldn't pick anything up.
Yeah.
Like I could still move them, but I had to will them to move. Yeah. It was so weird, dude. So I go into my doctor and I said, look, I'm numb here, and here. She's like, those are 3 different nerve regions. He's like, why are you numb in all?
You pulled a Joe Dirt. I can't really grow hair here or here or here.
So it just grows in all white trash.
So your disability came in all white trash.
That is a white trash injury.
It is.
So I get 3 MRIs that same day. Because my doctor, she freaks the fuck out. Mm. And decided, oh shit, my camera moved when I bumped the table.
Did it? I don't see it. Oh yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, wait, let's go ahead and get that fixed.
Damn, I got it. I'm just gonna ease it this way.
Just the fact that it's on a coffee cup is pretty damn funny. I ran out of things to place them on. So.
And I ran out of room for coffee.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're good. Where was that? Oh, my doctor's freaked out.
The white trash part. Yeah.
Yeah. So I had to go take 3 MRIs that same day, which is 3 regions of the spine. I can't remember what they all were, but because people keep asking me like, well, which ones did you have worked on? And I don't know.
We're like the worst ones.
Yeah.
Like which ones do you want to have?
The ones that were fucked up.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, one is bad enough.
There was no need for me to know what part of my spine they were working on. Yeah. So, the doctor better know that. But there was no need for me to know.
Yeah, I don't even know those details. Just fix me.
So I ain't had an MRI for never. Yeah. I guess. Ain't never had no reason to.
Yeah.
With all the head injuries I probably had. I probably should have had one a long time ago. But so 3 MRIs, it's 3 different regions of the spine. And I'm gonna tell you, I laid there for like 2-3 hours in that MRI machine. Luckily, I couldn't feel anything, so I wasn't uncomfortable.
Yeah.
The dude was like, do you want to move? Hell no. Yeah. I don't know if I'm hurting or not. Can't feel shit.
So did they give you something for that, or was it just your disability that was disability?
Give me something for what? Like
what?
You can't undo that. Ain't shit you can do.
Okay.
Like so, and I wish you had like loaded the picture in or something of my spine. Yeah. So there's one shot, and it's my neck, and it sort of makes like a V shape almost, and there were 2 right down the middle of that was my spinal column.
Send it to me. I can do it in post. I can seriously do it. Yeah.
But there were 2 So at the base of my skull, one of my discs had slipped in and was basically pinching off my spinal cord.
Yeah.
And then the next one was okay, and then one more. I mean, it was pinched off.
Oh, I saw dude. It was the picture you sent me was crazy.
Yeah. So that I think the next day they like sent me to Ortho, Georgia, and that's I think once you reach that point, like you fucked up.
Yeah.
Not like you fucked up. You are
fucked up. Yeah.
I go in and I see a spine surgeon, and like we want to see you in here tomorrow.
Yeah.
I know they want to see you Monday. I went in on Friday, had surgery Monday because apparently, and the thing was I knew something was up, but they were like trying to downplay.
Yeah.
Because usually those guys take forever. You know what I'm saying?
Usually when you go in there for something, they're like, "Hey, I'm here to be seen," and they're like, "Oh, you're having surgery tomorrow." You're like, "Oh, something must be wrong."
Yeah. So, and what I got to tell you, the most uncomfortable moment was when I was explaining to him what was numb.
Mm-hmm.
One of the questions he asked, he was like, "Can you still get an erection?" I was like, "Yeah."
What kind of doctor is this?
I wasn't lying. He's like, "Well, do you have any numbness in your testicles?" I was like, "I don't know." He's like, "Well, poke them." I was like, "Jeez, right now?"
Yeah.
So I did, and it was numb.
Can you get a direction? I don't know. Take your shirt off. What do you mean to say?
I don't know. My wife's right there. I mean, but yeah, she verified it.
Yeah.
But so she verified it. Thank God I had Heather in to back me up, this dude, because if it'd just be me and another dude.
I get it. I get it.
Quit lying.
Just when you're that.
He'd have roasted me. I quit lying. I know you did. But luckily, my wife was there.
Yeah.
But so I go in, and they go in through right here. Yeah, I don't know if you can.
Oh shit! Yeah, you can see your fucking.
See the scar?
Yeah, the scar's wild.
Pretty gnarly.
Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, dude, you get a fucking knife fight?
Right?
That is insane.
So apparently when I went in, they go through the front.
Which is weird. I thought they would have gone through the back.
Me too. Yeah. I was thinking I would be laying down like on one of those massage tables.
Yeah.
With my face out and everything.
Yeah.
But no. Apparently they put you in there and they say you're going to have shoulder pain after because they pin you up in like a weird position.
Jesus Christ.
And he went in and I've got 2 sets of screws.
And they don't even look like they were gentle with that thing. Like that fucking thing.
No, it was like it did it with a damn Bowie knife. But so the thing about me is I sort of wanted that. I wanted a scar.
Yeah.
Like,
that's cool, man. It's a cool fucking scar. Yeah.
I like looking at it. I like reaching yeah.
And then like if you grow your beard out, like you'll have that like spot that's like hairless right there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
And because I'm a child and I love Teen Titans Go, me and Heather always Scar Man. When Beast Boy gave up all his limbs and stuff because he got one scar over his eye. Yeah, and he became obsessed with scars.
Jesus Christ, you're a child.
Love it too. To be fair, my whole family's children, but it's children raising children. But so they go in and they put. If you look at the X-ray, it looks like those things that hold ace bandages together.
Yeah.
But there's one up top, and one they skipped one. And there's one on the next vertebrae down.
Yeah. And
it wasn't instantaneous, but man, I woke up and could move again.
Damn.
It was so weird. And slowly but surely, I've gotten feeling back and everything.
That's good.
My hands are still a little weird, but as of, I guess, Christmas, I can play guitar again.
That's great. Yeah. That had everybody worried because you were part of so many musical entities that we didn't want you to like lose that ability.
I told Heather, man, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do if I can't play guitar.
Oh yeah,
I have to be one of them weirdos that plays with my feet or something.
Yeah,
because
I was already worried about you like losing all this damn weight, and then I'm like, he's gonna lose weight. He's gonna start dressing cool. He's gonna fucking just get a new group of friends. He's not gonna hang out with me anymore. I was really concerned about me more than anything else. So
that's okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I ain't mad at that. Because we've said before, like, we're going to be okay. Like, shit happens to us a lot. But adapt and overcome.
Yep, that's our thing. That's our thing, bro.
But yeah, slowly but surely. Now, that first month was just a nightmare. because I was confined to my chair. I could get up and walk around my yard.
Yeah.
That's it. And I started doing like one lap because I couldn't go out there by myself because I had this I call it the cone of shame, but it was a neck brace and this kind of deal.
Well, what was funny was that like when all this is going down, you didn't tell anybody.
Nope.
And then I get a text from Heather of you in a neck brace, and I'm like, holy shit, did you get in like a wreck or something?
Yeah.
And that's when news broke, and I was like, oh shit, okay.
Well, that's because that's like a deep childhood trauma I get because I don't like sympathy. I don't want nobody feeling sorry for me, and I don't know how to take it. Just like compliments, I don't know how to take them. I get real uncomfortable when people say nice things. Yeah, but it's not their fault. It's because I don't know how to respond. Yeah. So, but I think, yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Like I'm back normal, man. I've got to follow up like the 17th of this month. Yeah. To finally clear me. Right now I'm on sedentary duty at work, which
I was on that shit already.
Dude, I joked with my boss. I was like, so that means I can take naps during the shift, right? Did not laugh.
No. See, mine's a little bit different. Like we joke about that kind of stuff all the time, but like, no, man, it's I tell you, it is nice being that like oppressed level of a person now where you get to work from home. Mm-hmm. So that has been a tremendous thing.
Well, and some people can't take it, but man, I found that I can motivate myself to do some shit.
It was rough for me at first, man, because it was like all my stuff is here, video games and TV and freaking just my house is here. Everything I love is right here. And then like I'm not gonna work. I'm just gonna take off. And then I'm like, no, I gotta get the shit done.
So for me, when I first started the work from home gig was, I felt guilty. Mm-hmm. Like I felt this guilt when I would just go make a sandwich.
I didn't feel none of that.
Really? So I felt like I was in trouble. Yeah. Like because I wasn't doing enough. But the reality was I was doing fine. It's just it was just me. I didn't have anybody to say, I need validation.
Well, it's funny because now now the days where I work from home, I get more done than I do when I'm at the office because I don't have my office distractions there, and I love the people I work with. Man, it's like it gets so loud in our office, and then just the other outside world shit that just hits you. Like you have to stop and go to lunch, and then that'll take an hour and a half, and you're like, God dang, man, I'm missing half my damn day here. So when I started working from home, it was great because I literally. I schedule out my time to sit down at the desk and get it all done.
Mm-hmm. Well, and so I figured out the office was a big distraction. I've got an office too, and I go in, but when I do go in, it's just social time. Like I just bounce from office to office and tell jokes.
It's the same. It's the same for us.
I realized that being at home allows me to turn off the comedian, social butterfly part of me. And focus. Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't focused worth shit, but I can focus well enough that and I can pop off of my work computer once I finish this. Get on my computer. Yeah. And I like it. I think I'm a better, better employee.
A mo better employee.
Yeah. So I think that was and if I didn't have this job that I have now. I took a month off of work and I got paid. And people called and checked on me, and I'm really happy with my career decision now. Like that's one of the only the fucking insurance is fantastic. Yeah. Because I want to say the surgery I had was $88,000. Yeah. I paid $3,000.
Dude, that's all. That's wild.
Yeah, dude.
that's really good. It's this whole work from home thing that like I missed out on all of it during the pandemic because I was a first responder, so there was no working from home for us. Like we're on the road all the time, and there's always a little part of me that's just like, fuck you guys, man. I want to be home too. Yeah. But now that I do get to work from home, it is nice, man, and it alleviates a lot of like the stresses from home from being gone so much, and then I still get my work done. So. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been rad.
So my wife put it in perspective for me when she still has a go to work job, and she's been there forever, as long as I remember. But when I was talking to her about maybe finding something in the same field but work from home, she genuinely believes that work from home jobs are still like a scam. I'm like, babe, I have them. Like, don't. And I felt that way too.
Yeah.
I was like, man, work from home, you make me like call people and ask about their extended car warranties and shit. And for a long time, that's what existed because our parents, they go to fucking work.
Oh yeah.
That's what they do. And if you ain't at work, you ain't doing shit.
Yeah, that's the same thing. Like when we were growing up, I had to be missing an arm to lose a day of school. Like, there was no staying home sick. You went to school sick.
I didn't have perfect attendance because I was a good student.
Mm-hmm.
I had perfect attendance because there wasn't nobody at my fucking house.
Yeah.
They were working.
Yeah.
And they wasn't going to miss work.
Oh, no.
Hell no. They'll leave me at home on the couch. And don't get me wrong, I have great parents, but that generation is so. That's how they see their worth, their self-worth.
Yeah.
And I've learned that my self-worth, I can sit down and do 5-6 reports or make, call some people and solve some problems, and that's all I need, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I did a good job.
Yeah.
And I'm happy with it. Then I'm good. And then when I go pick up my kids. Hell, sometimes I work while I'm in the pickup line.
Yeah.
I'll sit there and make calls, time shit up.
Yeah, and like, I know for me, like, our office hours are, between like 8 and 5 and all that stuff. But like, still, my job doesn't stop. So I'll still get phone calls at all ends of the night. Just part of it.
That is one thing. Like, we're considered our whole, I don't know, division, whatever.
Yeah.
We are 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. But there are only a very few of us that are 24/7. My phone is on all the time.
Oh yeah.
My phone's out in the car right now, and I'm sitting here thinking, like, damn, what's somebody call? So that is kind of a pain in the butt, and that took a while to get used to. But honestly, when the phone rings now, I'm like, yeah, okay,
yeah,
because it balances out. It's work, but I know it's worth it.
Oh yeah. But as far as your back and stuff goes, like everything's squared away now, though, right?
Yeah. Like I said, I still got some. My hands get really cold and numb, but other than that, I move.
Well, it's also 32 degrees outside right now.
Yeah. Holy shit, whose hands aren't even cold? But the guy told me, and I think this had a lot to do with it. It turns out the first thing he told me was like, this is a normal injury, but we usually see it in older people.
Huh.
And the first thing I was like, well, I lived a hard life.
Yeah.
I've had some, like 2 car wrecks, motorcycle wrecks.
Yeah.
And I've never gone to get seen about that shit.
Well, it's funny. They said the same thing when I had a heart attack.
Yeah.
They go, you shouldn't have had this heart attack. And
yeah.
Like, God damn, why don't tell people so with that?
No, maybe we just had too many good times.
I think we had the best times.
But I joke now and say that 40 was going too well for me. Because I turned 40 last May, and shit has just been cruising ever since. Good job. Family's going good. I needed something to balance it out. Because the universe has to sort of right itself.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So that was my thing. That was the universe saying, hey, man, slow down.
Yeah.
Because I did. I worked through the first 2 weeks of that shit, and I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
As soon as my legs went numb, I should be like, yeah.
Well, speaking of which, have you since, I know you weren't really big on smoking or anything like that anyways before, like cigars and things like that, but have you, like, stopped with everything?
Zero.
Really? Alcohol?
No alcohol, no nicotine, nothing.
There's any boys?
No. I can't even have a Cinchino.
Oh, man.
Matter of fact, yesterday we had our first band get together.
Yeah.
And one of the guys sat down next to me, opened up this can of Zen, and it's habit. He just handed them over to me. And I was like, can't do it. And his eyeballs popped out of his head.
Witchcraft.
Because I always have one in.
Yeah.
But it turns out that was contributing to my condition.
That's wild to me. Like, how would that? Did they explain that?
Yeah. So
because I'm not stopping Zen.
No, don't. So if you don't have a spinal injury or condition, like, you're fine. You still get that boost. But I always noticed that I would sort of, like, I loved them.
Yeah.
I would get a natural dopamine boost, but I would feel kind of weak. And that was because nicotine's a vasoconstrictor.
I get that from time to time.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I'm on
And your spine check button.
That's an evil word. I'm like, I'm all about it.
Yeah. So sometimes I feel kind of like, oof, I didn't feel as strong.
Yeah.
I never had hand strength. Like the nicotine contributed greatly to it. Like it squeezed down the blood vessels constricted.
Mm-hmm.
So that only contributed to something that was already pinched off. So I didn't get that rush that everybody else felt. And I'll never get it now because I can't have it anymore.
Yeah.
Because whether or not it was a scare tactic, like I could probably have it after this, but I ain't gonna tempt fate because that shit sucked. I don't ever want to do what I did October and November again.
What's funny? Do you remember the exact date?
It was October 29th.
That's so funny. Mine was October 15th.
No shit.
Yeah. I always like that's one of the few dates that I'm going to remember. Like my kids' birthdays, no idea. I'll tell you right now. The day I almost died. Remember that one?
Dude,
remember that one quick.
I thought about it on the way down there. It's like, he's going to ask. We're going to start talking about how we've been doing. He's going to ask how old the kids are. I don't fucking know.
Dude, my fucking, that's been another big lifestyle change for us. Is Julian moved out. He went to college. Over there in Kennesaw. Moved in with Adam, which is hilarious. And then Jack's doing his own thing. He's got his, got his car, just doing school, got a girlfriend. And then Oliver's doing his deal. Like, I'd never seen my kids anymore. Yeah.
And I get to watch you experience this first because I know it's coming for
it's coming for you for sure.
Yeah. Well, my oldest, Wyatt, he started going off. He started staying with friends and stuff. And I remember my parents sort of made me feel guilty. Going like, we want you to be here. Yeah. But I try not to hold them back. And if you want to go stay at your friend's house, go, man. Just don't overstay your welcome.
Do you vet his friends?
I do. Yeah. And there's a couple that are questionable, but you gotta some lumps you gotta let them take.
You gotta let them figure it out.
Man. Yeah, dude. And I try to, especially now that they're getting towards. Nowadays, man, they're not getting towards weed smoking age. Right? There's a lot of dangerous shit out there, but I just tell them like, man.
Well, they're in weed smoking age.
They are. Yeah. Only Wyatt. Red's not there.
How old's Wyatt now?
Wyatt's 13.
Oh yeah.
He's in middle school, but that shit's. They're learning about things a lot earlier because of the interwebs and whatnot. But I just tell them like, dude, make good decisions. Every time I drop them off somewhere, I make good decisions. Yeah, I've taught you everything I can teach you. Oh yeah, you're gonna do dumb shit.
Yeah, there's only so much you can guide your kids on, and then it's just like you shovel them into the world.
As bad as I want to just hold them, because I want to be a helicopter parent real bad. Yeah. And as bad as I just want to hold them and keep them near me, it ain't gonna happen.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, but it's been wild, man. Watching the boys get bigger, grow up, get older, and do their own thing. And I don't know. Part of me got a little bit depressed when Julian moved out, man. Yeah, like it affected me a good bit. I didn't think it would. It totally did.
All my kids are. I'm buddies with my kids. Like we talk to each other like. Friends. Yeah. We still have that parent relationship, but when your oldest is getting older and he's starting to that was my first pal. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We learned together. I learned how to be a parent. He learned how to be a kid, I guess. Because we learned everything at the same time. It's not that the other two are any less special, but that bond you have with the first one. Oh, yeah. When you say you felt a certain kind of way when Julian was moving out, like I'm already feeling that because I know he's getting on up to where he's talking about getting a car, and it sucks, dude. Yeah. So I know why you feel that way. I get it, but you gotta let him grow up.
And like that was the big thing with us too. Was Jack getting like a Nissan 350Z? So it's a fast car he's got.
It's cool as shit.
Like, oh, Jesus Christ, this fucking kid's gonna be death one day, but. He's a responsible dude, man. Mm-hmm. We even had the old sex talk with him the other day. That was fucking wild. Yeah.
So ours started. We got a letter sent home about their start. You can opt out of sex ed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, nah, they need to learn some shit like that.
That's gay.
It is. and if you are gay, you probably need to learn about sex ed too. Everybody needs to know. Everybody needs to have that uncomfortable experience at school. Yes. Yeah. And Wyatt goes, why don't y'all talk to me about sex? I already know about sex. it's not about the sex, son. It's about being in there with your friends and them showing you uncomfortable videos. And, learn about that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, like we had, it was real brief, man. But I've been dodging it for a while with Jack because he does have a girlfriend, and I'm like, I gotta find the right time to just kind of like attack him with it, but like in a good way. And the other day, it was me, and I made sure Catherine was nearby too because I wanted to do this shit by myself. And I kind of just pounced on him about it.
No shit.
Yeah, but he was cool. He goes, no.
Did you do the come in here and sit down sign?
No. We were standing right here as a matter of fact.
Okay. We have a lot of conversations.
It started off with, do I need to buy condoms? He's like, no, Jesus Christ.
So you can buy your own?
Yeah. I told him, I was like, hey, man, you're at that age, dude.
They're going to do it.
It's going to happen. And then Catherine, my stupid, beautiful wife, she's like, he's not going to do that. He's going to do
that. That's all he's thinking about.
I said, Catherine, how old were you when we started fucking? And she goes, oh, yeah. I guess that's right. Yep. Which was younger than he is. So, that's it.
It's on their minds.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, when I tell Heather's always like, she don't believe that the reason they stay in the bathroom for 30 minutes.
Oh, because they're just being really clean. They're trying to wash themselves.
Really washing themselves. No.
Oh, they're washing themselves.
Rubbing the dirt off their dick.
The cleanest dicks in Versailles.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, and I try to explain it to her. I was like, hey man, just be careful. There's cum on everything. She's like, dude, that's gross. I was like, well.
I told Catherine, I was like, the boys are not to use my towels. My towels. My towels.
There's a reason I don't dry my face off.
Dude, I don't even go into their bathroom upstairs.
Because it's just a cesspool.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a reality, man. Yeah. And you can ignore it all you want to. Yeah. It's happening. Yeah. Sex, drugs, they're going to come across it. You gotta have
they're going to come across a lot of things.
I set that up.
You did.
You're welcome. Damn. I don't think I would have come across that. But, yeah.
God damn it. This fucking camera keeps...
Oh, is Tiny tracking me again? I love you, Tiny. And you love me back.
Tiny, track me.
They don't only
it's
track
like,
me.
Nope. Sorry, fat ass.
For context, the camera angle that you see right now, there's a little robot, and it's Adrian's. What was the name of the robot?
Johnny Five.
Yeah, it's Adrian's Johnny Five. Yeah. But he keeps tracking me.
It does. And especially when you say those words and that, there goes the motherfucker. Tiny, unlock. Unlock me.
Tiny, unlock.
Oh, shit. There he goes. All right, now I can get it.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, fuck technology.
Well, it's our first time with this setup.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
That's too much of me.
I like it right there.
Nah, you're the hot one now.
Like I refer to it as I got new wheels.
New wheels, I like it.
But that reminds me. So what I was going to say is they said that since this injury is my neck injury has been pinching off my my spinal cord, I've been losing strength, muscle mass, and it made sense because I didn't have any hand strength, and as it deteriorated, I lost muscle in my neck and couldn't really hold myself up anymore. And so now that every time I worked out, it was for nothing.
Yeah,
like it kept me healthy. Don't get me wrong, but I wasn't regenerating.
Yeah.
So nowadays I can actually work out and it's productive.
Okay.
Apparently this thing has just been plaguing me my entire life.
Yeah.
And nobody knew about it but the surgeon. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't attribute pain in my lower back to something that's going on in my neck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it made sense when they explained it to me.
Yeah.
So,
dude, I know when so you had your neck injury. I had a full-blown heart attack. And it's so funny because it was I was coming back from I was at a hostage negotiator conference up in South Carolina. And I've told you the story before, but I guess they haven't heard the story yet.
No, run that shit.
I was at a negotiator conference in South Carolina, and it was like the last day of the conference, and I sneezed, and I was like, God damn, what the hell is that? it felt like I pulled like a pec muscle at first. I
Mhm.
was like, Jesus Christ, that's fucking terrible. And then I get in my car and I'm driving back home to Macon, and it's just getting worse and worse. And it just feels like heartburn at this point. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is awful.
Oh, every time I get an injection now.
Oh yeah,
Makes me think, okay, I'm gonna fucking pull some shit.
Dude, every time you get heartburn, shit, I'm like, oh no, this is the big one again. Yeah. So I go in, I do. I'm driving back to Macon, and I feel like there's something wrong. I was like, it doesn't feel right, but it's still at best it feels like heartburn. I get home, and when I get home, Catherine's in Atlanta. She's doing training for work, so I'm at the house, just me and the kids here. I'm like, all right, well, this doesn't feel good, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
I called you down to come film another episode of the podcast.
Yep.
Which would have been our last episode of the podcast. And you're on the way from Forsyth. I'm sitting in the shed, and I'm on the phone with Catherine. And I remember talking to her saying, yeah, I was like, I got something going on in my chest. Something doesn't feel right, but if it feels worse in the morning, I'll take myself to the ER and get checked out. And then the moment that I hit end call with her, like a bomb goes off my chest, and I get like the pain in the jaw, the pain in the elbow, and I just start sweating profusely. I was like, oh, this is a heart attack.
Yeah, dude. It's so strange. Like the whatever's going on affects things outside of that area.
Everything. Yeah.
Like my neck wasn't hurting.
Yeah.
I felt it everywhere else.
Yeah.
Your heart wasn't hurting, but everywhere else.
Everywhere else was hurting. And it's so weird that it does that. But like I remember thinking to myself, as soon as it happened, I walked inside and I almost had to like pull myself up the stairs to get to the bedroom. And I was like, let me just lay down for a minute. Maybe it'll pass. And then I laid down, and then I literally thought of my dad going, you're going to die. And I'm like, oh, fuck. All right. So I called you. I said, hey, man. And what was so funny was calling you and going, hey, Kyle, I'm having a heart attack right now. I'm going to drive myself to the hospital. You're having a heart attack. I'm like, no, I'm having a heart attack. And you're like, oh, shit. I was like, yeah, just stay with the kids.
Because we didn't say dumb shit like that.
We joke around quite a bit on stupid things. But I drive myself to the ER. Thank God you were here to watch kids. I drive myself to the ER, which you're not supposed to do.
No.
And I get in there, and the place is fucking packed. Like, it's a Saturday. It is packed.
Mm-hmm.
And I walk up to the front desk lady. She's like, you need to go check in with David. And I go, ma'am. I was like, I'm not doing that. I was like, I'm having a heart attack right now. But I say it just like that. I say it completely calm. She goes, what? I was like, I'm actually having a heart attack right now. I need to see somebody immediately. And she looks at me, even though I'm calm and I'm by myself. She sees it. I'm like sweating. She goes, where's it hurt? I go, here, and then here. She goes, come on, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
She sits me down. They still don't believe me. They sit me down. They take my blood pressure. They're like, no, blood pressure, heart rate, everything's fine. I was like, man, I'm telling you, there's something wrong with me.
So was the same lady that checked your vitals the one that took you to the back?
There was a nurse, there was a receptionist, and then there was a nurse. They were both talking to me up front, and that they both pulled me around back.
Because I think if you get a good receptionist at the hospital, they've seen some shit.
Oh yeah,
they can visually like, ain't shit wrong with you.
Yeah,
you know they've seen chest pain, especially in Macon. They've seen chest pain. Yeah. Everybody got chest pain right before they get arrested. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. So they sit me down. They're like, your heart rate's fine, blood pressure's fine. They're like, but you're saying you've got all these things. I go, yeah. I said that.
I'm really good at keeping calm.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just not panicking. They take my blood work, and I guess they have like a quick way of testing it because my triglycerides are extremely elevated. And they go, oh, Mr. Mosh, you're having a heart attack. I'm like, I'm fucking goddamn well aware of I'm having a heart attack. Fix me.
I told you that.
They sit me down in this damn room by myself. So I'm just in a room laying on a bed. Nobody's in there. And I'm just dying. Yeah. Like, this is the worst feeling ever. And now, and we talked about this before, but now it's starting to hurt.
Yeah.
Like it goes from being like chest pain to like actual like stabbing pain that just is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
I start screaming.
It's all right here.
It's all right. Yeah, it's all like all in my center of my chest. And it's just I'm screaming for help. A nurse comes in and she's like, we're waiting on the ambulance to take you to the heart center in Macon. I was like, is there anybody that can just like sit with me? She's like, no, we're really busy right now. I was like, okay. I was like, is there anything you can give me for pain? I was like, I'm agonizing right now.
Yeah.
She goes, yeah, we'll get you something. She comes back in, she puts a little patch on my arm. Doesn't tell me what it is.
Yeah.
She puts a little patch on my arm and then walks away again. So I'm by myself. I'm like, fucking. sucks. But at least now I'm getting a little bit of relief from whatever they gave me, not knowing that it was nitroglycerin.
Right.
And nitroglycerin, for those who don't know, opens your arteries up, so your heart gets a lot.
It's the opposite of nicotine.
Exactly. Yeah, it gets you blood flow. I'm like,
a vasodilator.
Yeah.
That's
and
it.
so I'm like, oh, this is great. Let me just get a couple of these patches and I'm good. Let me just get the fuck out of here. Yeah, let's get a couple more of these bad boys and let me get on my podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit! My buddy's back at the house.
Yeah, just watching the kids. My wife's gonna be pissed off at me.
We got a couple patches to go.
So the ambulance gets there, the paramedics get there, and we just start bullshit. We just start talking first responder shit. It is what it is. And they load me up, and again, I'm just staying calm, just in there, just chatting it up.
I probably need to, as an outsider, I guess as outside looking in, is even when you're the most pissed off, even when the roughest shit is going on. I mean, you've been at each other's throats, but I'm fucking fuming mad, and you never go above just.
Oh yeah,
you're always cool, you're always calm. So
Yeah.
if you are yelling or panicking, there's some shit wrong.
Yeah,
so
100%. So they load me up into their little gurney thing. They start wheeling me to the back of the ambulance, and again, we're just sitting there chatting the whole time. You know, hey, I'm feeling good because I'm not pain anymore, and I'm sitting there thinking we're gonna get to the hospital. This is gonna be like a big misunderstanding. Like, hey, you got the wrong guy.
I think you were trying to convince yourself.
Oh, that's all I was doing. That's all I was doing. So we get into the ambulance, and then as I'm talking to the guys, like I start to feel weird. I'm like, oh shit, this is wild. And the only way I can describe it is it feels like somebody took a cold bucket of water and like just poured it over your head. And so like I've got this just rush of cold from my head all the way down. And I'm like, whoa.
Is that the same kind of feeling like when you smoke too many cigarettes?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Okay. Same kind of, but like it was I've never felt it before, so it was different to me. And I said, hey, did you guys give me something? Like that's how I hear it in my head. Like I start slowing down. I'm like, no, why? I was like, because I'm about and like everything, like my eyes, everything starts going. It's like Call of Duty time.
I know that feeling.
Yeah. So everything starts to black out, and I said, I'm about to code out, and they go, and I kind of lose track of what they're saying, but I hear one of them go, holy fucking shit, look at his heart rate, and my heart rate had dipped really low. And he goes, did they give you anything inside? And I can't say anything, so I just pointed my arm to that patch, and they just snatch it off. I'm like, oh fuck! And when they do, it takes me a second, and I guess they give you like an IV or something else. And I start to kind of wake up. I'm like, holy fuck, what was that? And they're like, yeah, you about coded out. Like, we almost lost you. I was like, oh shit. So we're driving. So now, like, it's lights and sirens to the heart center in downtown. And we're driving there. I'm like, ambulance going back and forth. And I just start to feel that pain in my chest again. I'm like, motherfuck, this is hurting.
Yeah.
And I noticed that when he snatched the patch off my arm, it didn't come off all the way.
Oh,
so like I kind of look around and just slide it back on real quick, and I was like, my plan is
I'm gonna take it back off.
I'm gonna take it back when I start to die. I'll just pull it off. I thought it was a good idea.
It sounds like a good idea.
It was. But what happened was I was trying to put it back on, and my friend caught me. He just snatched it. I was like, fuck!
It hurts!
You can't have that anymore. I'm like, goddamn. I fucking hate you.
Yeah, but I mean, he could have taken it all the way off. So I may have asked you this before, but they say that you get a feeling of impending doom, like when there's heart issues, like when you're
100%.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
Yeah. Like there was no question about it that I knew that I was gonna die.
Yeah.
I was like, this it's literally like Red Fox and
take care of your heart.
Yeah, it's literally like Red Fox and San Francisco, the big one. Like that. That's how it felt. So, and what sucks is that I can't really call you. I can't do anything. And I'm like, well, kids are okay because Kyle's at the house with the kids.
Lying to them.
Yeah. I called Catherine when I was in the hospital before they transported me to the ER. Or I was in the ER before they transported me to the hospital. And I knew that she was going to be coming down. She wasn't going to stay up in Atlanta, so I was like this. What was going on in the house with the boys?
Oh, well, your oldest son, who is a super sleuth, apparently, he figured out what was going on. And honestly, it's been a while now, but I tried my best to keep the lie going.
Yeah,
like your dad went, what was I telling him you were gone to get? You had to go somewhere for work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm pitching. It started off. I was pitching that. I was like, okay, and we're good enough friends. Our families are that they know that it's not weird for me to be here when you're not.
Because you and the family here quite often.
Yeah, and vice versa. You know, we trust each other with each other's family.
Yeah.
So they didn't think of, God almighty, it's a cat or a squirrel.
I don't know what the fuck that was. This house sucks, man.
But they trust enough to know that it's not weird that Kyle's here and Dad's not.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting here telling them, like, your dad had to go to a work thing, and Julian was not fucking about it.
No, I knew he was. He's the most skeptical fucking kid ever.
And this, how many years ago was that?
2 years.
Yeah, so 2 years, I mean, and was Jack here?
Yeah, I think all of them were here.
Yeah, so I think Jack and Ollie were kind of just going along with it. I think they were playing video games. But, man, Julian fucking interrogated him. He's like, what do you have to go do?
Yeah.
Where do you have to go? Fuck.
I'm fairly certain that he'd already called Catherine, and Catherine she's a terrible liar.
But I never gave it up.
No, I know you would.
No,
but I knew that she would eventually. She's a horrible liar.
Yeah. So, yeah, I tried, and you could see right through him. He could see right through him. But the whole time I was like, no, he had to go do work. He'll be back in a little bit. Yeah. And meanwhile, he's thinking, why the fuck ain't he called me?
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, that was the, I don't even remember. How late did I stay that
You
night?
stayed almost the whole night, I think, because Catherine ended up going to the hospital with me. And so when I get to the hospital, they're like, hey, you're going to have to see a cardiovascular surgeon, but one won't be here till the morning. And I'm like, when's the morning? They're like 16 hours from now. Oh, shit. Jesus Christ. All right. So I guess we're doing this then. So now I have access to my phone. I'm calling Catherine. She's on the way down. It was funny. She got from Atlanta to downtown in like an hour.
Right.
Like she was booking it. And it sounds so corny, man, but like it literally, that was the only thing that made my pain go away was like when she came and sat with me. I just needed somebody to hold my hand and fucking just let me know it was going to be okay.
Well, we both had that person for a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. And so when I'm sitting in the hospital and watching Lord of the Rings trilogies on, I'm like, oh, this is sick. I can do this. I'm like, oh yeah, forget Aragorn and shit. They start with that pain starts creeping up again, man. So they give me morphine, which is fucking awesome.
No, I didn't have the same experience with morphine.
Yeah, morphine was pretty good, but then I was doped up, but it was still hurting. I was like, this is rough. Well, the morning comes, they do the quick little surgery. It's a quick surgery, man. But they show me the blockage in there. It was like 98% blocked. They can't explain it to me. Oh, that was another thing too. Is when I first went to the ER for my heart attack, the only question they asked me was had I been vaccinated. I'm like, yeah, fuck nuts. You guys told me to get vaccinated. Yeah. That was the whole agreement, wasn't it? So that was the only thing that they get really attributed to. Well, I shouldn't say they attributed to. That's the question that I got asked.
That was the only variable that was
correct.
Different.
Yeah.
It was the outlier.
Exactly.
Everything else made sense, but then there was this one thing that you hadn't done before.
Yeah, and then my surgeon was like, because they give you fentanyl and then they go into your through femoral vein and they used to watch on the damn video as they're doing
balloon, right?
It's like a little capsule that like they get in there and then they like it's almost like a Chinese finger trap. And then like if you squish them down, they like open up. It's like a mesh thing. So they do that and then it just opens up the artery. Dude, like when they did, everybody says it's like an elephant stepping off your chest. It's no bullshit. It's like you feel a lot of
instant relief.
I was like, oh, this is rad. And then the surgeon comes in after everything's squared away. He's like, yeah, we have no idea why. Yeah. They're like you should have had a blockage like that. It was they said we've seen blockages like that on like 600-pound dudes, like nobody your size. Yeah, it was nuts, dude. And so that was my IM stat.
Well, I mean, so I had not the vaccination thing, but I had a real similar like I was talking about before. I think this was sitting there in the background, and then me just. I had already started losing weight, and I think I started to lose muscle mass as well. Yeah. And I think the injury sort of outweighed my strength. Yeah. And didn't begin to really affect me. And I had that sort of same moment. Like, the only thing I can tell, because they were like, how did you fall off a fucking roof? What the fuck is going on with your neck? And
did you ever really find out why it was like that?
No, dude.
I don't think I think it was like it's so stupid for me to say, but I'm like maybe lugging band equipment. But
Who knows?
Yeah.
Like, when I look back, like everything I've ever done, playing football, headbanging, it's riding motorcycles.
We would go hard on stage.
So I think just life choices leading up to that point, and the fact that I had maybe settled down and changed my life choices made the injury show itself.
Yeah.
I think I know it had always been there because of the feet thing. Mm-hmm. The hot water and the feet thing. Sorry, the feet thing. And that's what kind of clued me into. Like, it had always been there because I just thought it was. And when I tell you, before I got that, before it really showed itself, I would do the looking down and feet filling up with hot water thing. Yeah. When I would look back up, it would be like a sense of relief. But that was because for a second I had opened up that channel.
So freaking wild. I can't get it.
Yeah, dude. It was strange, but it was never strange enough until it started taking away my ability. It was losing my ability to play guitar.
That was
finally. I was like, I gotta do something about this.
Dude, that was like, even for me, like that was like when you said you couldn't play guitar anymore. I was like, what?
Yeah, like my hands aren't working.
Yeah,
I couldn't. It was bad. I just now learned kind of how to hold a pick because somebody said, "Well, isn't it just muscle memory?" I'm like, "Yeah, but my muscles are." They have no.
The muscles don't remember.
Yeah, like their memory is shot. Yeah. So I had to sort of teach myself.
So, have you ever met me?
My memory's bad. You think my muscles are? Not hell no. There was one thing I it used to be in our intros. I haven't had bad memory for a long time. Yeah.
That's my courteous child. Shuts
got wide-eyed and weird when you shut the door. Wasn't nearly as interesting as your cat climbing up the damn wall.
That was stupid.
But yeah, so we both had I won't say I had a near death, but they said a little while longer you'd have been in a wheelchair.
Yeah, you'd have been paralyzed. Yeah, that's the same shit.
So
because Kyle can't be paralyzed. Kyle paralyzed is Kyle dead.
I'd rather die.
Yeah.
Right. That sounds ugly.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just couldn't. I couldn't imagine myself being just in a chair or having to. I couldn't look at my old lady like trying to help me. Yeah. I don't even want to think about that.
You're paying the ass on two legs.
Fuck yeah. Can you imagine all the bitching and complaining? Because I'm not a good injured person. Like if I'm injured, everybody's gonna be injured. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all gonna be verbally injured on this one.
I 100%.
Everybody gonna get it.
100% believe that. Now my old lady has put up with some shit.
It's the same. It's the same with mine. Mine goes through. I put her through the same bullshit.
Yeah. If I had gone through, if she's been through all that, like I know she couldn't have made it through me being in a wheelchair. Yeah. Because I'm just insufferable, and I try not to be like that. Yeah. It just comes natural, but I'm not a good patient.
Well, here's the thing, man, is that we both overcame that shit. We're both doing good, man.
We're sitting here now.
Yeah. We're trying to get back on top of it. I hope we were funny this episode.
I don't know. It was a mixed bag.
I hope our humor didn't die.
We had a lot to unpack.
Yeah, that's true. This is our trauma dump episode. Cool.
Yeah. It's our first one back. We gotta get off the chest.
That's it. That's it. Get off the chest. And plus, we've got everything set up with our new gear. Look at the camera, Kyle. Look at the camera. There he is. Yeah.
Oh, you switched cameras.
Yeah. So we'll get back to it again, man. But I appreciate you coming down and doing this. Man. I know it's been a long time coming.
And I want to give you credit for all the work on this. All I did was I can't say my fat ass no more. All I did was come down here and sit in this chair and drink coffee.
Yeah.
That's
we still got up to a slow start. It still took some trial and error to get everything working. It looks, I'm looking at it now. This looks so ugly. I hate it.
Oh, it's just because we got the shit all on the table.
Well, and once we're back in the shed, it'll look a lot better too because we'll have the shed and
I peeked in the shed. Yeah. It was like fucking a grotto in there.
What's funny is that we have the couch in there now, and then behind the couch, you probably didn't see it, but there's curtains on the side.
No.
And you can shut the curtains, and then we have like LED lights that pop up on there. So if we do the video cast like we're doing now, and we decide to have a third guest, like somebody just wants to come and talk, they can have a comfy place to sit, and then they'll have a camera on them. It looks like a whole other scene.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty slick.
We've always wanted guests. We never could figure out how to include them.
Usually it's a mixed bag with guests. Sometimes you get one that's just a dud, and then sometimes you get one that's pretty funny.
Yeah. You're even you can be the best of friends. That don't mean you're going to be good on a podcast together.
Yeah. I need to get somebody to do the switching for me because I feel like with me doing the switching here, I feel like it's taken away from the conversation.
Yeah. And it can't be none of our kids who can't pay attention long enough.
That's true. Yeah.
Mine will be over there clicking buttons and shit. Change the camera. I did it 12 times.
Push your damn button.
Dude, I just rewatched Rush Hour 2. Jeremy Piven. This is the greatest.
Oh
scene.
my God.
What size is the waist? Let's go in.
And the big broad shoulders.
I watched it just for that scene.
Yeah, it's so
Because Push the Goddamn Up was in one.
That was in part one.
Yeah. And then the second one, Ricky Tao.
There's a lot of men chasing. That's what they should be.
Fuck it. That's funny as shit. Go watch Rush Hour 2.
Yeah. Rush Hour 1 and 2 are great. 3 was not good.
I don't even remember what happened in Rush Hour 3.
They were in Paris, and it was...
Oh, no, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Rush Hour 2, where they were in China, they had the big bamboo scaffolding fight scene.
That was cool, man.
That shit was killer, dude. Somebody... My kids, I was like, that's Chris Tucker right there. Mm-hmm. He's a local.
I think Chris Tucker got in some trouble, though, didn't he? I think he got in trouble with the Diddy stuff, but I might be wrong.
No.
Yeah, I think there's some little kid stuff. But I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. So don't come after me about it if I am.
If not, sorry. Chris Tucker, you're still... I still pitch him as a legend.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I will never not laugh at Friday or the Rush Hour movies.
Oh, kidding me?
What's one he did with Charlie Sheen?
Fifth Element. Come on.
Oh, Fifth Element. Oh my God. Yeah, Fifth Element is great. And there's one I want to say it's like Money Talks or Money Walk. It was. I don't know. It was him and somebody else.
I don't even remember.
Jordy's watching this right now, going nuts.
He was in this.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah.
Jordo, we love you. We miss you.
Miss you, buddy. It's all my guys in Dragon Sleep.
I know, but to that effect, it's an object permanence thing. Like, we just picked up where we left off. We ain't seen each other probably twice this year.
Yeah.
But it ain't made of shit.
Well, we didn't even talk about that real quick because I know we're about to jump off because we're coming right up on an hour. But I took the entire year off of socializing from everybody, like close friends, family. Like, I literally just stayed home and
we need to recharge.
Just had a mental reset, man.
And I never once thought, Adrian hadn't called me in a while.
Yeah. Oh, it was the same thing for me. I'm like, I know that he's good. And then when I found out about your next shit, I was like, oh, yeah, I need to just... I did check up on you more when I found out about that.
But that wasn't anything against anybody. Like, we just need to take a break.
Yeah. And I feel like this year in 2025, I'll get back to it and we'll post more things.
I say every year this is going to be my year. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna make the best of it.
Yeah,
shit.
That's how I am too. I'm like, you know what? I'm in a good spot now. Like, I feel like I'm in a good spot mentally, somewhat physically, and yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Honest to God, I thought my 40s would be terrible, but I've had a fucking blast.
Yeah, well, that's good.
And I've only been 40 for a little while.
Yeah,
and it's only been fucked up for like a couple months.
Yeah,
so 40's been good.
That's good, brother. Well, love you, man.
Love you too, man. Thanks for getting us back going.
We're gonna do it again. Try to do it like maybe every other week.
So,
all right, that sounds good, brother. Love you, man.
Love you, man.
Nope.
And we're back.
No. This one is like, there it is. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
later. So I have to label my buttons because I have to read it real quick. I got it. Yeah, like they don't really change, but they